Hey everyone, it is Monday, which means it's time for another Real Estate Talk with Jay. And I'm Jay with LPT Realty here in the Tri-Cities. And this is my weekly video where I give you a quick rundown of what's happened in the local market over the past week and over the past few weeks. And if you saw my video on Friday where I did a January recap of the entire month, January was kind of a mixed bag, but February looks like it's going to be interesting. So what do you say we go ahead and look at what happened last week? New listings, you can see that new listings really hasn't recovered yet this year. That we are still below the weekly average for last year. So will it be an early spring? Not sure. Should that pick up during the spring? Absolutely, but we're not quite sure how much. We're starting out pretty low, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens as people start getting interested in maybe purchasing new homes or looking to get their homes on the market and maybe cash in on some of the huge equity gains that they've seen over the last 3 and 4 years. Pending contracts is still up above last year's year-to-date average. It's a little bit less than the week before where we saw that huge spike, but it's still really healthy, which is why, as you'll see, the active listing count or our inventory levels are still fairly low. Now they did stop falling. They have sort of stopped for at least this week. So next week and the week, obviously next week, the week after that, we'll be able to see whether that's a continued trend, whether they keep falling, which means we keep having shrinking inventory, or if we start adding more inventory after that. Either the number of new listings coming on the market for sale has to increase rapidly, or the amount of pending contracts has to slow down pretty good. So we'll just have to wait and see. List prices look like they're starting to recover again. We did see those starting to dip down towards the end of the year and just after in January as well. But now that the market looks like it's heating back up, we're starting to see those list prices start to climb again. But let's take a look at closings. So closings last week, those are starting to reflect the uptick in pending contracts towards the end of last year, beginning of this year. Because again, homes that closed last week, those were 30 to 45 days old. What I mean by that is they went under contract 30 to 45 days ago. So that's reflecting buyer activity during that time frame. But just like we've seen pretty much every video this year, those that did brave the holidays and go out and look at homes and put contracts on homes were able to find some amazing deals compared to what we've seen over the past few years. And what I mean by that, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the closed prices of last week. You can see those are a bit down. They're still kind of hanging out where they have been for the last month or so, but you can see last week that number dipped a bit. So when we look at price reductions, you can see that the amount of homes on the market at a reduced price as the market's warming up, that number is falling a little bit. It's about a percentage each week, so not a huge number, but we are starting to see the share of homes on the market at a reduced price from the original list price is decreasing. However, like I said, buyers that were out looking and buying during the holiday season at the beginning of the year got some great deals. What do I mean by that? Well, look at the share of home sales last week that were at a reduced price, almost 43%. And look at the home sale price to list price ratio, that was 95%. So again, those homes that closed last week, those buyers were able to get reduced prices on those homes. So as I mentioned, even during the holidays, that was a great time to get out and look for homes. Inventory was up, buyer activity was down, and you were able to get some really great prices. Well, now the data is starting to prove me correct on that. So just start listening to me a little bit more and we might be able to help each other out. So it's an interesting year so far, and we're on a weekly basis. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see here as we move towards the end of February, what February looks like compared to January, and then also February of last year. So if you find this content helpful and you find this information helpful, please share it with your friends, family, coworkers, anybody that you think can benefit from this information. This is really on the ground local real estate market data, which is much different than what you see on the national headlines and in the national media, because our market just is just different. We are a destination for people, not a place where people are moving out of. So our market is reflecting that. And again, if you are thinking of either purchasing a home or selling a home, whether that's your own personal property or if that's a rental property or a flip property, I would love the opportunity to meet with you and discuss how I can help make that happen for you. So again, I'm Jay with LPT Realty here in the Tri-Cities, and that is it for this week. We will see you next week.